Haha! Welcome to Dungeon Mechanics. You are watching another exciting episode of Dawn of Diademia with the lovely crew here. We got Esteban playing Raylith. Sarah, she's not here. Queen Corvi. Rip Leia. Actually, no, she's safely encapsulated in crystal.
Or so we think.
We have Superdog playing Vingax. Our one and only salty stormtrooper playing Dalen.
A sweet, sweet,
Our
innocent
sweet
child.
boy. And of course,
summer child.
Buck playing Caden. In our last episode, a lot of stuff happened. So we started out. Y'all saw your friends light up in fire. And as that kind of sunk in, the king, along with Caden and Vingax and the other guards, showed up to also see that said victims had been engulfed in flame. But more of the after effects, just seeing the charred bodies. You took some time. Dalen began to collect Aleem's ash and put it into a safe coffer box. And Raylith, emotionally distraught to begin, eventually helped get poor Aleem, safely tucked away, patted down. And it came to the determination that Droilar was up to some things, and he was the cause of why not only the princess, but your fellow party member had also perished. And before any of you could really continue onward, the king took a moment to himself as the rest of you gathered back at the Great Hall to speak with the queen about the recent circumstances of what befell her princess, her daughter, and also that I guess eventually Caden updated the queen that the prince and Freya had escaped the area. But when she took him out of the kind of mindscape that he was in, they eventually summoned Droilar to the hall as well after the king had made his way back, only to find that Droilar wasn't talking. And when questioned further, you all found that his mouth was sewn shut, which Caden proceeded to assist in that matter by pulling out multiple weapons, but eventually settling on the sharpness of an arrowhead to cut away the sealed lips. And immediately after that, Droilar erupted into hideous laughter, to which Azalith, the elder lady there, as well as the queen, kind of recognized that this was a magical effect. And the queen cast a Dispel Magic, which in turn did a few things, namely of which removed the ruse that was Droilar and replaced it with a much, we'll just say mentally not all there Freya. As the next few moments of realization kicked in and the party had to figure out the fact that not only was the prince gone, but he was also swept away with a probably pseudo version of Freya in the form of a concealed Droilar. This meant that the person that they actually needed to interrogate was no longer at the castle grounds anymore, which meant that they needed to go find said person, which the only information that they got was that uh, they would meet up at the Vanishing Isles, or at least that's where Prince Advin and Droilar Freya were headed. Taken into that account, the Queen dubbed the crew essentially ambassadors of the Sealy Court to speak as representatives for them. So going forward, they have essentially the King and Queen's blessing in regards to actions taken for Droilar for punishment against the court. And then Rayleigh decided to, after Azlith returned, she left and returned to let the others know that the orb of information was also missing. Rayleigh decided that they would want to investigate Droilar's chambers, so they headed off, to which Caden allowed Vi to accompany, and another guard kind of like directed them to where they needed to go. Meanwhile, the king swept away the others and brought them kind of to the nursery, where there were a bunch of Pegasus waiting to be swept away, as Caden was given the task of picking two and a chariot to essentially fly them off as quickly as possible towards the Vanishing Isles. And as they waited for Rayleigh to return, our sweet boy made it to Droilar's chambers, and upon doing some investigations, came to realize that there were similar runes to what lit up the others in the crypt catacombs underneath, and taking that into consideration, and Vi going on pure instinct, she was able to grab the bloodied parchment, and the big voice up ahead spoke to Rayleigh and was like, "You have time to grab one item." So they grabbed 2 items. And then proceed to try and use Misty Step, which didn't work. Weird. And that's where we're picking up today. So, I've done a bit of research on the racial talents of Eladrin, and it's a funny thing about wording with D&D.
Mm-hmm.
When it goes to your face step, there's a thing that says you cast Misty Step, or the spell Misty Step. And I looked up Misty Step because I was like, what's it require? And there's a verbal component, usually. So, Rayleigh, as you go to cast Misty Step, nothing happens. Well, not your intent of what you think would happens.
Oh, really?
Instead, you find yourself standing there in the room, and everything seems to slow down a bit. But not to the extent of you're like moving around quicker. It's almost like in these fractions of moments, you're picking up a lot more detail on what's happening. What are you thinking right now?
How am I gonna get out of this? I can't cast magic. The runes don't allow me. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? What am I thinking? What am I thinking? I'm thinking the mistakes that could have been avoided just by having Obi and Chipper go into the room and get the stuff rather than me. But hey, that's in the past. So what do I do? I suppose accept it.
So you've essentially gone through most stages of grief.
He was straight to acceptance.
Kind of, took a shortcut to get to acceptance.
There's no bargaining. No one's here. The guard's gonna die with me, essentially.
You told him to leave. He left. He didn't have any reason to stay in there. He's outside the door, Vi's outside the door, and you're holding this kind of decrepit book and a vial, which you don't even know what either of them do presently. But that's beside the point. As you're standing there, the first thing that you notice is... Can I have you roll a perception check? It's going to be a lot of checks, just so you're tracking.
Yeah, 1 second. Perception. 19?
Eat the vial. 19?
Yeah.
The first thing from your senses is an intense heat, and you feel this over your entire body. But more importantly, that kind of shift in temperature causes you to momentarily retract and then also realize this is too hot. This is beyond what like a firebolt or a fireball could possess. This is heat that you've never encountered before.
Question.
Yes.
So when that happened before with like the runes going off, like not now, but before with the princess and Aleem, would we have felt that heat?
Yes. But not
like being
as
in it.
not
It's like the
like
radiating from
it. Like
I get it. There's a difference
versus...
between being exactly. I get it.
So
okay.
You are feeling the heat and you realize that it's not tapering off, and you hear 2 faint squeals before Obi and Chipper vanish from the fire that is now manifesting within the room.
Okay.
I need you to make a dexterity save.
Dexterity? It's a +4. It's a +4. It's a +4. +4. 16.
Cool. So you don't immediately black out, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. You're not sure. But the flame now has engulfed the room, and you watch as the green embers kind of start to pulsate around you. And there's a notable feature that you yourself have when you feel emotions.
Yeah.
What color is Raylith right now, if you had to guess?
In this moment,
Mm-hmm.
I think summer.
Okay. So is that
Why?
like a yellowish,
So-
goldish?
Yeah, that's a yellowish goldish because, going through the acceptance and everything, but it's more just rage that they couldn't have done more. That they got to this position where they're at. That they could have done something different, but hey, so they're just gonna die angry.
Okay. As your skin changes colors to reflect almost that level of acceptance, but also still very mortal in your fiber as to the intensity of the flames.
Mhm.
You initially take
Mhm. How much? How much, Dex? How much? How much?
20
How much?
points of fire
Okay, I'm still
damage.
alive. I'm still alive.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Mhm.
And then it gets worse.
Mhm.
So, uh, it begins to burn past your flesh. And where you would think you would start to go into muscle and other things, you are oddly surprised to find that the kind of different tattoos that you have are all glowing in kind of unison, and it's it's kind of a weird sensation because that layer of skin has been kind of like flayed away, and
Yeah.
now there's just like a magical essence sort of vibrating off of your entire body. um and then you hear something which is both unsettling and shocking at the same time, considering that for all intents and purposes you would think that you would be alone in this
Mhm.
moment.
Mhm.
And the voice is more of a muttered or like grimaced laughter, kind of like held back in a way. And as your mind transfixes over that, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Come on, natty 20. Come on, natty 20. Come on, natty 20. Come on, natty 20.
Oh no!
The one.
Instantly, you feel your mind shatter into a billion pieces, more than you can comprehend at that time.
Fuck.
It's like every thought that you're trying to manifest or grasp is easily slipping away and drifting as far from your consciousness as possible. And then it gets worse.
How does it get worse? What do you mean?
Well, on top of the 20,
Oh, okay.
um, you take another.
That's a lot of dice. He's counting a lot.
um 31 points of fire damage.
Okay. I'm down.
Um which throws us into
Death saves.
a paused moment of reflection. What is Vi doing right now as she can both see, sense, and experience the room that once had Raylith in it now being completely consumed in fire?
So, so the first thing that she would be doing is Caden would be getting hit with the same, I guess, image of that fire that happened when she alerted him on what happened to the princess, except through her projection, he's seeing the palace. He's seeing that Raylith was in that room. And so Caden would stop and turn to Vengex and say, Raylith is in trouble. I don't know if you said the king has left or not. Because Caden said he wouldn't
Oh,
leave
he's still
until
there,
Raylith
yeah.
returned. Okay. Your Highness, Drylar's room is in flames. And then Vi, sitting there, would be attempting to figure out if there's a way that she can heal him, to see if the runes have dissipated, to try to help in some way to keep him from dying.
Okay. Can I have you have I feel like an owl. Roll a Arcana check.
Okay. That is a 15.
Okay. So Vi, being who she is, would get the sense that, much like Rayleigh, there's something different about this fire. It's not your general purpose fire magic, evocation, or anything like that. It's coming from someplace a bit more sinister. And as her thoughts kind of recollect, she would get a trigger that this is hellfire, not just fire magic. And I would say, without even having to roll, you and her would know that, just from life experience, that hellfire is something that, regardless of your immunities to said flames, it bypasses all of that because it comes from a place that
No
is it
resistance
good?
has been made for.
It's where fire was first born. It's where it was
Right.
born. Brave. Yeah. Anyways, so that's happening. Raylith.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a intelligence check.
I'm down. What do you mean?
Just, I'm down.
Well, it's complete opposite of the last one, so 20.
Nice.
Oh, wait, do you want me to add my stuff to it? I'm assuming 29.
Your modifier.
Yeah, 29.
Yeah, okay. What
Where
is
was that last time? Oh my god.
your last memory?
From like ever?
Yeah. If you could grab one of the memories that is quickly escaping your grasps, what would be something that you would try and cling to?
The one thing that has haunted them forever. Watching the person that he loved have their soul sucked away by the monster, the gargantuan monster in the Feywild. A long, long time ago.
And as you roll your first death save, you can do so with advantage.
That's a good thing it's advantage, because that was a 1.
Is the fire still going?
Mm-hmm.
So it hasn't dissipated like it did down in the
That's a
catacombs?
19.
Essentially it is, but this is probably a quicker way of showing why it was that by time the others got to Aleem, and the princess, that there was nothing that either could do.
Okay. 19.
Okay.
There was something Vi was going to do, is the reason I asked. But if it's still raging fire, then I'll hold on.
Okay. So there's still something about you that's holding on, or at least wanting to hold on. And as you feel the pain kind of like drift away, you realize that your consciousness to your body is no longer present because perhaps there is no body to go back to.
Yeah. Okay.
And off in the distance, you see a light.
Okay. Well, if for some reason I'm still hanging on, I don't know why, but I'll walk towards it. I walk towards the light because there's nothing else. Because I'm assuming it's just like empty blackness, and then like it's like a void, and then there's like a light appears.
Mm-hmm. And as you try to head towards the light, you realize another thing. There's almost like a phantom pain sensation as you progress forward.
Constant burning?
Huh?
Like a constant burning?
Well, no, just like you're thinking to walk forward until you realize there's nothing walking forward.
Okay.
And it feels like it's more your consciousness moving in this moment.
Okay.
And you get closer and closer towards the light. Can I have you make another death save?
I'm going to put this in the skull.
Fitting.
That's either a 6 or a 9, but that's still a failure.
Nice.
Can't use guidance.
No. What body? What body?
I mean, to be fair,
Sorry, I had to.
there's somebody with guidance, but they can't reach him.
Nope.
You can't reach anything. There's nothing left.
I mean, technically, I could touch your ashes, but they're still burning in flames.
As you move closer towards the light, you realize that it starts to bathe over a female frame. Do you still continue forward?
Okay.
No, that's a question.
Oh. Yeah.
Gotta give you choices. Like
It doesn't feel like it. I'll slow down a little bit. Like it's not as like it's not as much of a gusto as like as I want. It's like going back to like the the 7 stages. And it's like they were fighting it, and now they're like, well, maybe it is time. Maybe I should just rest and not fight and just let this new world be. I'll slow down significantly.
And as you do, you kind of feel the darkness kind of engulf you. The light's still there, but it's sort of like is being hindered at the shift in decision, sort of. And as it slowly is dimming, have you make another death save?
Yeah, into the skull. Oh, it rolled out. That's a 4.
Nice. So the darkness starts to get heavy. And Rayleigh, what you hear is visceral wails, screams, souls being lost. And then there's a familiar scream that kind of echoes in your mind every night when you go into your trance or when your thoughts aren't quite focused on anything. The scream that you, for all intents and willpower that you have put over yourself, cannot seem to shake. What do you do?
She's in this world. I remember that. She's somewhere in this world. Maybe not the physical body, but maybe her soul. As the darkness gets heavier, I will look up and just attempt to struggle out of this, like try to take off the weight and move forward. Because she's still out there somewhere, and I can't. I want to give up, but I shouldn't.
So
I
are
need to
you
find her.
moving towards the light?
I'm gonna move towards the light.
You begin to move forward, and again, that light kind of starts to radiate over a feminine figure. Their backs turned to you. They don't seem to notice your consciousness moving closer towards them because you're not making sounds in this moment.
So they don't notice me at all?
They're kind of just sitting there.
Okay. I don't know if I can speak or not, but... Hello? Hello? Excuse me. Do I notice anything like them noticing me or anything at all?
Make a past life perception check.
Bruh. Perception. 12.
Okay. As you start to get closer and louder, you do notice that the figure kind of like is looking around, a bit confused, bewildered, but then you continuously speaking, they look in your direction, and you see a familiar face. Wide eyes, curiosity, as Ginny looks into your eyes and says, Raylith, what are you doing here?
Jimmy?
This the tree girl?
Yes. Do I remember what happened?
Right now, all of your conscious pieces are floating about. You could make a history check to try and give her something.
21.
So like kind of like a shocked tether, you get a flashed instance of a recent event that you can relay to her.
Fire. So much fire. So much pain, Jenny. Jenny, so much fire. I I don't know what happened. I don't know what I'm doing here. I just remember fire. Hotter than anything I've ever felt. Help.
And she goes towards your consciousness, and kind of like reaches out, and as her hands kind of like go in the air to reach for nothing, essentially, they land on your shoulders as you are kind of almost transparently standing there, body aflame, and all of your tattoos still glowing vibrantly. It'll be okay, Raylith. Just breathe.
And they're just gonna continue to laugh. And just like hyperventilating, just Jenny. How? How can you see me?
Uh, one step at a time, Raylith. And as she kind of like is there for you as best as she can, considering the hysteria, Vi notices the fire in the room finally dissipate, and the book and vial that the once Raylith had fall to the ground, and the impact causes his ashen form to just like hit the ground in a pile of dust. Can I have her make a perception check?
That is a 22.
From the ash, something comes. Something not from here. A figure emerges, and he stands there with kind of a grin on his face. And he looks out to where he is. And I need Vi to make a history check.
Oh, that rolled all the way up. Try that again.
Oh God.
All right, so with a -1, that is an 18, sir. Sadly enough.
It's not that she recognizes him. It's that he seems familiar. And the only thing that she knows for certain is that the familiarity is not a good thing. What would you have her do, or what would you think she would do?
Is it a full-blown figure, or is it more like like an ethereal specter form?
It's humanoid, flesh and blood from what you can tell. Dark black hair, almost elvish type features, then kind of dark attire.
And she's getting the vibes of if Caden was here, we'd be kicking this fucker's ass type
Yes.
deal. Okay. I would say that in that moment, as she's looking at him, she's going to hit him with Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
What's 18.
The guiding bolt leaps out, and the creature in mid hysteria stops and, in unrealistic speed, dodges, and the bolt kind of shoots far off over the shoulder. And you see them anger, red eyes, and then the jaw kind of extends slightly as two teeth, canines, sharpen. And with quickened movement, the creature leaps forward, and the guard that was standing there is immediately met with a unsettling suction as the teeth plunge into his throat. And after what seems like more than 6 seconds, but isn't, he drops the now dead guard to the ground and kind of slowly wipes his mouth. And you hear him say, "Ah, yes. Now, to fulfill the plans of Uriah, the one true God." And he looks at you, Vi. Go along, little pet. Tell him I will come see him soon.
She just keeps standing there staring at him. But the look on her face is the look of, I'm not scared of you. But with the way her eyes are kind of glowing, anyone that's seen the telepathic link would know that Caden already knows while she's sitting here staring at him.
And Caden, the moment that that visage hits your mind from Vi's perspective, you definitely recognize this individual. And last you checked, they left you for dead in the snow, barren.
I'm making my way to Vi as fast as I can.
So Dalen and then Gax, you would notice that Caden just, without word or anything, just starts walking away.
Oh no, I'm running. There's no walking. I'm moving.
Maniac is gonna take off flying after him. I imagine catch up.
Okay, calm down.
He's flying and Caden's running.
Caden
Anyway.
doesn't run for no reason, so I'll follow him.
And then Maniac's gonna ask, Caden, what's wrong?
As he goes to answer and he turns, Vengax will see that Caden's eyes color have changed. They're like a reddish gold now. Raylith is dead. And something more sinister is in this palace than just Drylar. I'm sorry, Droylar. And Vi is in front of him as we speak. And if anyone's really paying attention, Caden has already pulled his bow and his hand is white knuckled around the grip of this bow.
Vengax doesn't say anything. Just real somberly just shakes his head and just follows. And maybe turns to see to make sure Dalen is.
Wait, guys, wait up!
I don't know if I heard that, but I'm following them.
I don't know if it matters and how fast you want Caden to move, but I have 35 feet of movement. And if I'm running, if you
then
want me to dash, that's 70 right there. So
Quite a few feet behind him.
Dalen may be going clank, 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 quite a ways behind.
This
You
is like
start out at pretty even pace, and then you realize, Caden's a little bit faster. I think the only one that would be
bring
able
up
to
the
keep
rear.
up is Vengax if he's flying.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like,
Which is-
Dalen's watching me leave him.
So, as you start to beeline towards where you're just kind of like picking up the vibe of where Vi is currently, and using that as like a tracking, the ground shifts, and those on it need to make a deck save.
the fucking smirk.
Come on, son. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Caden's deck saves a 24. It's the best save I've got.
Kind of 9.
Oh, no, that tracks for a paladin.
Tink, tink, tink.
We hear crash.
Yeah. Just there is nice set of just fey statuesque armor. Dalen, you go like compounding into it as the ground trembles to a point that like holding your balance is difficult. And then it kind of like evens out, but there still is a teeter even as you regain your footing and kind of continue onward after them, who are even further away than what you left them at.
Please don't make Dalen get lost in this castle.
Oh no!
Oh, buddy.
They get a shit 100 mark Dalen.
Would can I assume, be correct in assuming that Vengax would have heard all this clatter?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So then, with turning back and seeing Dalen just get further and further, he's gonna fly and attempt and grab him and attempt to usher him along.
Okay, we've done this before, so
Yes, we have.
make a athletics check.
17.
Okay. You go and you swoop, and you're able to pick up Dalen. And progress as you are, you furiously try and make pace with Caden. Bit slower, but you're getting there.
It's only like 20 feet behind. It's not that bad.
Well, I was gonna say Vengax's Bori is more not necessarily being with him, but on pace. So like even if he's behind, as long as he's not losing distance, he's comfortable carrying Dalen along.
It's like a Titanic, except there's majestic wings. From the right angle, it looks like Dalen has wings gliding down, but
Foreshadowing. Here's hoping.
but yes, y'all progress, and as you're heading there, the first to reach down the pathway would be Caden, and then quickly soon behind is Vengax and Dalen. And at the other end, you see Vi stood there, holding her ground, but definitely eyeing this person up.
How far is he from me?
About 100 feet.
I'm gonna draw an arrow and fire it for his head.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
My last divine sense.
How far does that reach out?
Normal's 150, and then I've got 600 max.
Oh, I meant for his divine sense.
Oh, his.
Is it 60 feet?
I think divine sense is 60.
Why did he come out of my ashes?
Yes, chat. Why did he come out of his ashes? I'd say once you get closer, you're sensing a familiar undead from this creature, but also fiend. The arrow shoots down, and you watch his attention shift from Vi up to it, and as it comes in, he goes to grab it, but not fast enough, as it does pierce just the tip of his forehead. What,
Sadly enough, all I rolled was a 10. It'd have been so much better if I'd got higher.
Just the tip.
you've brought him to me. Good pet. And you've brought friends. And unless y'all stop, I say y'all are about 30 feet away.
Hayden, what's going on? Where's Raylith?
Caden's drawing another arrow. To fire another shot.
Answer. Realist is dead.
Wait, say it, what? What'd you say?
Vingax answers just tells you that Realith is dead.
Dead? What?
I don't know details. It's just what Caden told me. You have bigger problems at the moment.
Is Caden shooting?
Oh, I plan on shooting a second arrow, yes.
Okay. I didn't want to run in front of you if you were about to shoot an arrow. Who killed Raylith?
Are you wanting me to roll to try to hit him right now?
Sure.
Oh, that is so much better. 26.
You see as an arrow whoosh, shoots into him. I guess we're not talking. Pity.
We
So
can
much I
talk.
want to say.
As soon as you tell me what you did to him,
Who?
I'll end you.
Did to whom?
The one in the room
Oh,
where you came from.
the sacrifice. He did it to himself, I can assure you.
And Caden turns and looks at the guard. I suppose he did that to himself too then.
No, that was me. Was a bit parched when I arrived.
Why here?
Why here? I have big plans for here. But not just me.
Vi heard what he said about Uriah, right?
Yes.
Okay. Vi starts to step away from him slightly towards Caden and hits him with the name. Does Caden know who that is?
You can roll a religious check.
That won't be as horrible. 15. Plus 2.
You would know, obviously, who Uriah is as far as godhood goes. He is the god of death, the dead, murder, sorcerers, and the underworld. He's known as the Reaper, the foe of all good, the hater of life, and the bringer of darkness.
All around a great guy. Really misunderstood.
Those books have other pages to them.
What does Uriah have to do with the Feywild?
The Feywild? Is that where I am? Interesting. Very interesting. You see, there's these very difficult locks all across the multiverse right now. It makes it very hard to get from a place to another place. You see, I'm in the Feywilds. I believe that would be a good thing.
Not for the ones that live here.
Living, undead, it's all quite the same.
Aiden, who is this and why are we talking to him?
That's a long story. A very long story. Why did he bring you here?
Uriah?
Of course not that god. They wouldn't have been able to pull this off. Not if you needed a sacrifice.
Oh. Him. If he's done his job, he's brought quite a number of us. Dalen. Presently, where's your coffer that contains Aleem's ashes?
Are you asking me that, or is...
The DM's asking you that.
Okay, okay. I was like, that's way too creepy.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's, hooked onto my belt or in my pack or something. In my pack.
It shatters. And in that moment, another figure erupts. This one cloaked in darkness, and you smell a hint of brimstone as he looks at you. Mask sends his regards, and he goes to stab you.
Jeez.
Does a 21 hit?
Hold on.
At your the DM does 21 hits.
It does, but hold on.
Fuck. Shield. Fuck.
Oh, I'm reading. Hold on.
Cast shield the thing.
Okay, no, that's a dex saving throw. Yeah, that hits.
What did I make?
What did you do?
What did you do? You take 17 points of necrotic damage, and as he takes the blade out, make a religious check.
Religion.
Where are you? 15.
Your vision gets muddled a bit, but you do see the blade that forcibly gets removed from your side. And it's giving off this shadowy kind of like glow, and it's very embroidered and detailed. But you're a paladin, and you've paid attention in religious studies. And this is Mask's ultimate weapon that he has put out into the world. And this creature, this person, possesses it. And as the blade retracts, I need you to make a con save.
This is your creation. Oh, like that's a 26.
Nice. Your vision shifts for a second, and for a brief moment, you see your friends in kind of that like horror image of being like decayed and decrepit for a brief second, but you're able to starve it off in that moment. They don't seem to be hostile.
Let's say that again. My friends don't seem to be hostile.
Yes.
That's good. It's normal.
Cool, tight, no doubt.
Yeah. Everything's fine. Everything's cool. Everyone's chilling.
DM inspiration. Who remembers where Anastasia's ashes are right now?
In the throne room,
In the
on a table, in a jar, vase, urn, whatever the king put them in.
You're not there right now, but those two shatter and something erupts. What would you all like to do?
Me? Have an existential crisis in the afterlife. It's fine. Fuck!
I'm going to going to attempt to use my channel divinity on the one that just stabbed me. Abjure enemy. So it's a wisdom saving throw, but disadvantage if they're fiend or undead.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna say you stay here, and we gotta get back to the throne room, as I like reach for my side. But it's if they fail, they're frightened and reduced to 0 for speed for 1 minute, or until they take damage. And if they succeed, it's their speed is halved for a minute.
So I'm guessing your DC is less than a 20.
Yes.
And I rolled a 20.
He doesn't have disadvantage?
Oh, okay, cool, tight. I was like, oh no. It is a 15.
Oh, needs it.
Okay, so their speed's halved. Not so fast. Where are you going? And Vingax, you're probably the closest. You would notice
Of course.
that from this wispy cape, this darkness starts to engulf Dalen and that creature that just stabbed him, and they both vanish.
Ah.
Coo.
What?
Into darkness.
What? Sarah, I hope you're enjoying your crystal. I hope you're enjoying it, you know.
That crystal sounds real nice right about now.
Crystal sounds real nice like.
Mangax is real shocked. He's gonna turn around to see what is going on with Caden, the other guy. Does he notice? Did Caden notice anything that was happening, or was he too focused on?
I mean, he would hear like some grunts and some other things, but aside from Dalen calling out that he was going to head towards the throne room, it got relatively quiet behind him.
I'm pretty sure I didn't hear a set of armor run away.
I don't like this music.
So Mangax's gonna land next to Caden, and just let him know, Caden. So this creature formed out of the ashes of Eileen in Dalen's pack, stabbed him, and now he's gone. Both of them are gone. What do you want to do here? We staying? Go. Dalen wanted to go to the throne room.
Find the king. Have him send all of his guards to the throne room.
And we just leave you here alone with this guy?
Yes.
That doesn't seem like a good idea. But okay. Maniac's gonna take off looking for the king. Back to where we came.
Party officially split.
Let's
Yes!
go! One of us is dead and everyone's separated. Yeah.
Sweet. Then Gax, you start to fly off. Are you headed back towards the nursery where the Pegasuses were, where the king was last you saw, or are you headed someplace else?
Yeah, I'm gonna head back to where the last place I knew the king was.
Okay. As these events are unfolding, Raylith.
Oh, hi.
So if you're here, that means you're dead.
What? No. I see you. I see you. You're right here.
I mean, I'm dead as well, Raylith.
Oh, right. Oh. Oh, no. Wait. Wait. No, I can't be dead. I can't be dead. I can't. Jenny, I can't be dead. I can't be. There's so much. There's so much that I needed. No. No. There's no. No. Can I like start connecting the pieces of like everything?
He's all out of order. Now he's in denial. He already did accept it.
Hold on. It's not just a one-way street.
Now that your corporeal manifestation of yourself is there, yeah, you can start to try and ascertain what has happened in the past few moments. Besides the intense fire.
Okay. If I'm dead, because I remember the fire, right? But not the whole thing. Correct?
When you originally start, the fire is the most present, but pushing past that, you can start to remember backtracking. You were in Droylar's room.
Okay. Wait, Jenny. Okay, so they needed one more step. They needed one more step for the thing. You have no idea what I'm talking about. Just one more step. I'm dead. The princess and Aleem are dead. And if there was one more step,
Are you a step?
Huh? Like just breaks me out of the.
You said there's one more step, and then you died. Are you the step?
Yes. Oh no, I need to get back, but I can't. I'm dead. I can't get back.
Go back to what?
The Feywild.
You're in the Feywild?
I was. Yes.
I haven't been there in a long time.
Well, it wasn't my choice. We were kind of shunted there.
I used to live there.
Same, but in a different world. It's an entire thing. Oh God. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do. Have you ever tried coming back?
Mean like I did that one time when you met me in the
Yes.
woods?
Yes.
Mm, yes.
How?
You have to have a reason.
There's one pressing reason why, but I don't think that's very in the moment. Um,
It
what
has
was
to
your reason?
be a strong reason.
What was your reason, Jenny?
Mm, I don't remember. Wait! Nope. Still don't remember.
So
You
it had
can't
to
just
be
take my reason.
No, I'm not asking for the reason. I need your example.
I said it. It has to be,
A good reason.
yeah, but it also has to be strong.
Well, I've been looking for the person that I lost a long time ago, but I don't know if that's a strong enough reason.
Do you think it's a strong enough reason?
I think so. I would assume so.
Once you fulfill your reason, then you can come here.
But I don't. Okay, Jenny, so here's the thing. I saw her soul get sucked out
Of her body?
of her body. But this is in the previous world. And now I'm in this world and I still have the memories, but I'm dead now. But she's here somewhere, I just don't know where. So I have to find her. And if I find her, I don't want just to come back here.
Then you should go find her.
But if she's the reason why I'm doing this, and if I find her, and if that's the entire reason why, I will just come back. I don't. I want to spend eternity with her.
Oh.
Yeah. You. Yeah. You get it. I think.
So just find her and then bring her here.
But I don't. Okay.
You got all these don'ts and can't, and what's stopping you? Who's saying that you can't do that? Who's saying you can't be together? Sounds like it's you. Do you really want to be together?
Yes.
Then be together.
Okay. Okay. That's my reason. Do I just do I just will it? Do I
Oh no, you're far too weak to do any of that right now.
Okay, how do I gain strength? I'm still glowing.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay.
If you do go back, there's probably going to be a lot of changes. Just be aware of the changes.
Can you elaborate a little bit?
I don't know what your changes are, Raylith.
Okay, but like for example, like you, what were
Why
your
do
changes?
you keep pointing me
Because
out?
I want an example. I want to know what I'm going heading
I
towards.
am not an example, Raylith. I'm my own independent person.
Okay, Jenny. Okay. Oh, okay. What do I need to do?
You
I
need a
have a
little
reason.
push.
Okay. Where do I need to go for that?
There's a more pressing question. You died.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you die?
Because of my stupidity.
Okay. If you go back, don't do that.
Okay. All right.
let me rephrase. You won't be able to do that. If you go back and you die for real.
Yeah, I'm surprised I'm still here.
You're kind of not.
What?
I'm just making you feel better by bringing your, like, last time I saw you look here. But for the most part, you're not here. Your consciousness is here.
Oh. Oh.
And you kind of see yourself fade a minute. Like, recompose.
I was like, Okay. All right. Well.
But
Mhm.
don't die. Do everything in your power to not die.
I will try not
No,
to.
no.
But no.
You can't. Can't die.
Oh. Okay. I can't die.
Let me put it into perspective. And she kind of like forms a little branch in her hand. Normally, when you, and she snaps it, I don't know, break apart,
Mhm.
then your friends can like put it back together and it's a branch again. But if you break apart, you're just broken. Forever.
Okay. Okay. I'll stay alive then.
Good.
Thank you, Jenny.
You're welcome. I think I remember what my thing was.
What was it?
She kind of fades away.
Wait, no, Jenny! Jenny!
And it gets real dark.
Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Okay, I'm back here. I'm back here again. I'm back here. Okay, there's no light. There's nothing. Okay. Okay. Good reason. Good reason. Find her. Find her. Stay alive. Find her. Stay alive. Find her. Stay alive. Okay. Is asking themselves that.
You open your eyes and you see a golden tether, kind of a long, winding tether.
Okay. Just go. Go with it.
As you start to follow its path, it moves with you, and for a while you seem like you're just going around in an unending stream as you continue to think about what Jenny said. Sort of hits that blood-curdling, soul-sucking scream, kind of is pushed back, and you find yourself in another space. And your visage starts to change and unravel as Jenny's no longer there to sort of manifest what she believes you to look like. And the first thing that you feel is pain as your eyes open, but it feels as if you've never opened them before.
So it's just like so you said that it's like light or still darkness?
It's light now, but like a blinding light.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Ah. Can I look around? Even with like, just like blinking hard just to get accustomed to it.
Mm-hmm. Um, you blink and blink. You start to look around, and the normal lighting kicks in, but comparatively to the brightness that you were just experiencing, it's almost duller in a way. Um, but you reappear kind of crouched next to a book and a vial at your sides. Raylith, what do you look like as you are now a sullen soul form of yourself? And you can go in and change your race to a sullen soul and see what that is. Make sure Homebrew on, because that's the only way you're going to see it.
Okay. All right. 1 second. Race. Change race.
It'll be in lineages? And if it's not there, then it will be its own thing at the bottom, but
I see
under
it.
S's. Okay. But as you read over that and what those terms are, this figure, Caden, that has suddenly manifested, uh, doesn't look like Raylith. The tattoos and everything have shifted and changed to reflect a different form. Um, I'll let Reaper describe what he believes himself to look like here shortly. But you see behind that creature where Raylith potentially was, from Vi's perspective at least, a new form kind of appear.
Okay. Well, it's there. So, where, as before, Raylith was this pale blue Eladrin. You see as they stand up, these glowing runes along their arms and their legs. Just think like of a whole band of tattoos going up, like all the way up. And instead of being like different colors, they are more, they're gold. Like a deep, deep gold. And as you pan up even further, their body is more, I assume pelt, right? That's what the soul and soul is essentially.
Yeah.
Like they're more of like a whitish, like a pale white. So instead of the blue skin that you're used to seeing, they are like this snow white, like a stark white, with their eyes being a little bit more sunken in with, what would be the eye color? with golden eyes as well. Driven to a purpose, and instead of just being sunken in, you all see these black streaks coming down their eyes, like black tears. And when you get to like around the torso area, you could kind of see these. So obviously they have tattoos, but you also see like these burnt marks on their skin from what happened. But instead of being like charred or anything, it's just like these black streaks, like, you know, whenever you get smudged or something with ash, it's kind of like that, just running along their body. And they're a little bit more put together, a little bit more stoic. Yeah, are they? Wait, hold on. Are they clothed?
Yes. I would say, I mean, you can get it changed, but your hair is also a bit longer as well. Kind of like at least halfway down your back.
So, okay. So the black, so their hair originally was like black and white split down the middle. It's like that, but now it kind of goes down to their back, but you see like a little bit more braids in it rather than it just being free fall. Yeah. A Trailith. And they don't sound exactly the same as they did before. But their clothing is also, you know, as where they had their robes and everything, rather than that, it's just like this skin tight shirt with like a, yeah, just like a skin tight shirt with like loose pants with that necklace that he's always had. The red, blue, and green necklace signifying his family or their family. Yeah.
So that's the figure that stands up behind this entity, Caden, and the only connecting feature would be that necklace that they have on. Meanwhile, in the throne room, Aslif and the Queen and a few of the guards who stood there watching you all kind of head off find as the urn that once held the ashes of the Queen's daughter shatters, bringing forth their attention, and this bald, pale entity erupts, hands sort of wrapped in tattered cloths, eyes sallow and dark, no pupils from what you can tell, just endless voids of black. And the Queen instinctively goes to try and use magic, but it falls short. Almost as if this entity is immune or is bypassing it in some way. And the elder woman, the one with the mask, has a twinkle in her eye as if she recognizes who this is. And in a brilliant display, her body shifts into foliage, leaves of all different colors before They die off into that autumn wind, and the only thing left is that floating wooden mask. And as it hits and the leaves disperse, in its spot, crystals begin to erupt from the ground, and another visage comes forward. And the queen looks concerned at first, but it settles as the shards pull back one by one. A woman emerges. Bewilderment on her face as she looks around, but there's a clear thing wrong in this room right now. That much is for certain. Leia, what would you like to say?
What?
How the hells did I get here?
What? So about
yeah,
that
boy. Yeah.
so about that crystal.
I mean, it's vacant now. You can go and use it if you
Nah,
want.
I look cooler and hot now. It's fine.
Never trust that little square again.
I wonder what that square is for.
Given a moment for me to switch things around because I am prepared. All kinds of prepared.
Band's back together, except we're not. 'Cause we're all
Yay!
everywhere.
What the hell is going on?
I mean,
Leia.
technically, we're all here except for Dalen.
Oh.
Leia, you appear, and the doors burst open, and Vingax and the king enter into the throne room, and you see them behind you. You see this entity in front of you, kind of higher up by where the table was near the throne. Only person that you recognize in this moment is Vingax.
So she's looking around. She's like, okay, how the hells did I get here? And then she sees Vengax, and she's just like, Vengax! What's going on? Where are we? Who are they?
And how the hell you been?
Well, we're in the Feywilds.
The Feywilds.
We're Are we in the Sealy or Unsealy? I forget.
Sealy.
The Sealy courts.
Okay.
Yep. We're trying to bridge the courts, the Unsealy and Sealy. The goddess who protected you told us to do that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's a whole lot.
How? Wait. Okay. Goddess said she protected me. How the heck?
Question.
Because the last thing I remember is we were in a volcano.
I'm there?
Nope.
You're back with
You're with
Kaden.
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure. Also, do I do a long rest? Sorry to stop the RP.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Can I die too for a long rest real quick?
We can give you one of those perma long rests.
Damn, bitch. Okay.
So, Vingax just feels incredibly overwhelmed. but
You're
all this,
overwhelmed.
and all the questioning as well. And so he's gonna look at her like, look, it's great you're back. We have a lot to catch up on. We got some bigger stuff. We got to go back to Caden. Rayless is dead. Dalen's gone.
Wait. What?
Yeah. That's a lot. We got to get back to Caden. He's facing someone, and he's gonna need our help.
Okay, you know what? Lead the way. Lead the way.
And around that time, y'all see the ominous figure in the back.
Oh yeah, that bitch is still there.
Stepping away from the ash, barefooted. He pulls at the tattered cloth, and his hands start to bleed. Ilmater, I do your bidding this day. And he moves closer and reaches out into nothing and pulls a giant greatsword, but holds it with one hand. And as it drags and skids down the steps, he inches closer to all of you.
Oh, that's a problem.
Dalen, the darkness, all consuming. You feel the presence of that other entity, almost like your divine senses working overtime for some reason. But you feel something else as well. Let me help you, Dalen, so that we both can get out of here alive.
I don't remember, do I? Dang it.
You don't.
Who is that? Show yourself.
I am in your mind, where I have always been.
Where are we?
We're in a place that's not safe for either of us. Which is why you should let me take control.
I don't know who you are. I'm not giving you control.
If you don't, we both die. And I can't have that.
Bro, at least.
Out of frustration, I'm just gonna sling a firebolt and scream, just like out into the open, like ah, and just throw one out. See if I can see what's happening.
You shoot it out, and it erupts and goes off into the darkness and kind of like dissipates. But then it appears over your left shoulder and goes back into the darkness and dissipates and comes out from the ground. Your rashness is going to kill us.
Lord and lady, what is happening here? If you don't want me to die, then just tell me how to get out of here.
It's not that simple. You move too clumsy for me to direct you proper.
What can you do that I can't?
I can
Much
see
more.
the entity that brought us here. Can you?
DM, I have dark vision, so I don't know, can I?
No, you can't.
Okay, no. Yeah, I totally see it.
Roll a deception check.
See into your mind, Dalen. You don't see shit. Oh, buddy.
No, I can't see anything.
the feeling of being a passenger in your own mind can be quite unsettling.
Are you trying to sell it to me?
I'm trying to give you a chance to willingly take a seat.
Just clicking through everything I have. I will try and willingly give him some, or whatever this is, some control.
Okay. As
I
you
will
do,
give obvious resistance.
he can feel that there's a hesitance and that it's not the whole thing, the whole shebang. But you watch as your hands shift and they grow darker, and the greaves that you have normally covered from your armor vanish, and you see a sort of darkened skin complexion, but very fair and well kept. And then your fists tighten, and an eruption of electrical energy starts to radiate around your fists, and you go into what you can only assume to be a monk pose.
I knew it.
And Caden, as all this is happening, you and Vi are there, and you see Rayleigh, or this new person with Rayleigh's necklace on, behind another familiar sort that you are having a hard time shaking since last you met.
Looked at her and told her that you'd come find me. How do you know that she's mine?
By you standing here, something had to intervene that day. Otherwise, you would have bled out. Plus, she reeks of your scent.
You didn't seem very surprised when you saw her.
You'd be surprised by a lot of things that I've seen before.
Thanks to you, I've seen more than I should have.
It would seem we have company again. It's really hard to have a good chat these days. So, how about we tango and catch up after? And you watch his hand manifest two blades, and he slams them together and flips around this double-sided scythe. And he charges Caden. And Dalen, you see an entity come out of the shadows, charging towards you with that blade in hand. And Vingax and Leia, this guy doesn't seem to be stopping. And as he goes to swing, his blade extends even further and collides into the ceiling as it comes down to strike both of you. And that's where we're going to end it.
Well, the band's back together.
God damn it, Sax.
Why does Sarah always return and there's like immediate danger?
This is far worse.
Welcome back, Queen. We missed you.
We're suddenly in battle with enemies wielding all of weapons created by gods. This is juicy.
The same for me. I've gone two episodes, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, you're in the thick of it.
I love that it was Vingax too that had to catch up Leia.
Yeah.
Because he's like,
I
I've been kind of spacey the past few hours.
Bro.
Thank you everyone for stopping in. We have a lot of things that have shifted and changed.
No kidding.
Also,
Still the first day.
you're all leveling up.
Hell yeah.
You'll need it.
Oh.
Sure sounds like it.
So she levels up from being in a crystal?
Yeah. It's the best kind of level. It's like rare candy level.
Right.
But before we head off today, we will roll for HP for whatever class that y'all are trying to level. Note that some of these may be changing, so keep that in mind, but we will do that here. We'll start with Raylith, or should I say new Raylith, who dis?
Hold on.
Decisions.
Okay. I'm gonna level up wizard.
Okay.
It's a D4, right?
No, it's a D6. Oh,
Oh,
what?
D6.
A D4? You would die.
Okay.
I mean, he did once.
Oh yeah, this is true. But he can't die again, or else he's dead. So
Okay.
roll high.
That's a 6.
See. Welcome back, Queen. Roll me a hit die.
I think I rolled a D10, right?
Yes.
9.
Nice. Vingax. Decisions. Do we be more of a healer or more of a hitty hits?
I feel like we have plenty of hitty hits.
But we're about to get hitty hits, so we might need more hitty hits to save us from the
Or
hitty
we
hits.
need more healing.
Don't let them sway your choice.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go cleric. Anyways, before. So what is that? Is that
I'm at 51 health.
2d8, or it would be just 1d8.
1d8.
1d8. 8.
Sick!
Very nice.
Dalen?
I want to do Palin, but considering what just happened,
Hey, you roll what you feel you need to roll. Because that might not affect what happens with your roll in next week, or next time.
you know, I try to keep it story based. So
Gotta respect it.
I will do sorcery even though I don't want to. Yes, I'm a sorcerer, guys. Get over it. 6. Oh no, that's a 3. The light was bad.
Re-roll.
Okay. 6. Okay, I actually did roll a 6. Thank
Okay.
you.
Caden.
Let's see. So, for Caden himself, that is a 9.
Okay. Then
And then for Vi, that is an 8.
Caden's trying to catch up.
I'm trying
Inch
to,
by
but it ain't
inch.
gonna happen.
Ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen.
Sweet. As we get all of that sorted for the next episode, be sure to tune in 2 weeks from now on the 20th when we have another exciting episode of Dawn of Diademia. And the cast is back! Ah! And
Finally.
we're going immediately into fighting, so
Yes.
good luck, have fun. Come by this coming Monday for another exciting episode of Piss in the Apple Juice. And then this following Thursday for some Dusts of Accordia. They're also in combat, so fun times. But yeah. We'll see you all next time. I feel like my box is going to be exploded here shortly. Be like, what have you done, Stacks? Up to your shenanigans again? But yeah, we'll see y'all next time. Okay, bye-byes.
Bye.
Bye.